It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers under the lights on Monday night.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game, they tend to have the advantage.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from SoFi. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Throwing to get going, it's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They try to run for it with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, Herbert. Taking off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
He's got the veteran. That's Robert Woods. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes a toss. Right, here comes Johnson. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston, the punt for Pittsburgh. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. Here's 3rd and 2. Pistol here for Herbert. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Steelers will take over possession here at the 44.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, The ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Now the veteran, it's Cordero Patterson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Johnson. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chargers offense headed back to take over once more. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Motion man sent right. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's a run going left. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came, and he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. The veteran Darius Slay, they're on the stop. 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Herbert. Open man is the tight end Disley. And He's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Conklin goes in motion. He'll try to get this one on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Chargers. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Steelers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll run. 20-yard pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Herbert now on first down. Working free downfield, it is Williams. So just a couple of field goals through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our score at the break. As we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Strong. We'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A pass taken in by Johnson. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Herbert. Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Herbert. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
A gain of 2 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll try to run for it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. First and 10. Now, Herbert. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now a give up the middle, and he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and wait.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Conklin goes in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, LA.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities, and for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line, and we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Herbert. A pass caught right side by Conklin.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Herbert to throw. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
On gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, it is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown Chargers.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Back to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. here comes second down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And that's really where you see the highs and lows of this game, Mike. I mean, on one sideline, celebration, hands in the air. The other, disappointment. That's a tough one to stomach. I mean, you've got a chance here to take the lead late, and you can't convert.
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Encroachment, defense. Still 3rd down.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.